What's up everybody, it's Jang here, and I have been doing reviews of some Mega Bloks licensed Destiny collectibles / toys over on the JANG Bricks channel, and I've mentioned that I play Destiny and have played Destiny, and I thought I would just give you all a little casual one-take look into my account so you can actually see what's going on and how I've got my things set up right now, at least with my characters. So I'm just going to show you my characters directly. I'm not going to do any actual gameplay here. I just wanted to share a little bit of background. Come on, get this thing loaded up. I am committed to doing this in one take. I may have to cut some things out from the middle, but I'm not going to go back and redo anything. So here we go. This is my account, and my main character is an Exo Warlock. It has been so since day one of the original beta. Before anybody had a chance to say, oh, Warlocks suck, or Warlocks are cheaters, or everybody runs an Exo Warlock. I chose a Warlock Exo the very first day, first hour of the beta, because it's what I wanted to play. So I'll go ahead and load that up and show you what that looks like. I did take quite a long break. Oh yeah, Iron Banner is on, and I'm going to be playing that later today. But I did take quite a break. I played the beta, I played vanilla, and before House of Wolves, before Dark Below came out, I did stop playing. I got tired of the grind. I came back just before, about a week before, the 2016 April update, and I've been playing since then. So this is actually a new configuration that I just set up since the last time I actually played, actually went out into the field. I just put on the Heart of the Praxic Fire to give that a try. I haven't even gotten it upgraded yet, but previously I was running mostly the Keeper's Cloak with a setup. I've kind of changed some things around right now, but I run usually max intellect, max discipline, and then 1 bar of strength. Keeper's Cloak is the year 2 version of the cloak that I used in year 1 before I ended it. And I used to run that with the God of War shader, and it looked pretty cool. It's the only normal, I guess, legendary or below Warlock cloak that I kind of like the look of. I wish that it didn't have these marks down the sides, but otherwise I like the cut of it, and especially in the front. A lot of them I just don't like, but this is what I'm going to be trying now for a while. I've used Voidfang vestments in Crucible because I like to use those Axion bolts. They work out pretty nicely for me, and strengthening up the Void Walker stuff works well for me. But this is my current setup. So I have a pair of Spectara Heliatus, however you pronounce that, I don't care. It's all made up anyway. Hoods, exactly the same look, but just with the different attributes on them, depending upon which other stuff I'm going to be using. Sunbreakers I've used at times. I'm kind of moving away from that, even when I'm running the solar class, but we'll just see how that ends up working out. And the raid boots, just because they had good stats on them. I'm really happy to have this bond because it goes particularly well with this color scheme, I think, and it's got that bright green that goes with the little bit of bright green that's in my scout rifle. And who cares about artifacts? Artifacts are just artifacts. Scout rifle that I've gone back to for now is this NL Shadow, which is I think it's the fastest firing, the fastest, highest rate of fire, lowest impact archetype of scout rifle, but it still has enough impact for me, and I got a really good roll on it with the triple tap and outlaw, so I'm really happy with that. I've gotten its stability up to a decent, reasonable point. You have to get everything on this with stability that you can, because the stability by default is not good. It has a lot of barrel rise, but I'm making it work. It is working for me. My fallback is definitely the hung jury. It's the second vendor hung jury. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the previous version that was pretty awesome, but I tried every version of Amalon scout rifle that they make in the game. That includes, the Crucible vendor version, which is really slow firing and has a small clip. The gunsmith version, which is pretty cool and a little bit of a kind of a compromise. I also have the Warlock exclusive exotic Tlaloc, however you pronounce that version. So I've tried all those and I've come back to the hung jury. It's the one that works best for me. I just like its cadence. I like its selection of optics, and yeah, it just works for me. Recently got a couple grasps of Warlock, actually got a few of them, but one of them was particularly bad. I think this is the better one that I got. Did a little bit of work with a couple of fellow Guardians to work on Omnigul while that was the Nightfall. But of course that will be used for Crucible now. I'm a big fan of fusion rifles, so I've got one for every flavor, and I've tested out a bunch of different types of them. I like the Susanoo kind of style, but I haven't found one that had a good enough charge rate and or a large enough magazine to make me happy, so I've stuck with these larger, older style versions. This sniper rifle is flippin' awesome. I love this thing. I only got this recently, but the roll on it is great. Triple tap, perfect balance, and mulligan. I don't hit all my shots. I've never been a good sniper rifle player, but this is making me really like sniper rifles. It has very low target acquisition, so I appreciate that. I guess folks like to use, high aim assist in Crucible, but I mostly do PvE, so I like to be able to point my gun where I want it to be shooting and then just fire it without it pulling itself all around, and that is just a really great gun. Got a black spindle also fairly recently, and Invective I use in Crucible from time to time. Rocket launcher is kind of my secondary. This is the Dead Orbit rocket launcher, cluster bombs. Very happy with this one. It works very well. It's my secondary heavy most of the time. Of course, I use the raise lighter because raise lighter. I thought I was going to use super good advice, especially in the raid, for melting those wizards, but I just haven't ended up using it very much. I have actually not used it, I think, since they adjusted it. They adjusted the stability on it, and I don't even know if they adjusted it in a good way or a bad way. Previously, it was terrible, but I'll try that again. Haven't got my soul edge up to 335 yet. In this week's Iron Banner, they're giving away heavies, so I will be able to fix this, but that's something that I want to use when I want to do close support when I'm running the black spindle, or on arc burn days I run the supercell. Vanguard shell is boring and old, but it has the stats that I want, so I'm happy with that. And I haven't gotten any of the others up to a high enough level on this account. And currently running the Light Runner. I love this horn. I absolutely love it for multiple reasons. And you already saw Birth of History. I'm running that. I still have my original. That is my original Arcadia class jump ship from day one of the game. This is a really fun emote that I just used by default. And I'll take you back to the main screen to show you the emblems that I'm using on my three characters right now. Let's go to that because there's significance to that for folks who may not have been around for that long. This emblem is one that you get for playing in the beta, the original beta. This emblem is one that you get for playing on the last day of the beta and going onto the moon. Is on the very last day of the beta, they opened up the moon as a place to go. And this emblem is one for playing in the first week of the release of the original vanilla game. The Titan was my tertiary character in year one. It was the last one that I worked on. And when I quit playing the game the first time, my Titan was still at level 28. So pretty low. But recently, I've gotten this one up, as you can see, 335. I'm pretty happy with it. Got a pretty cool look going with the Sunbreaker mark there. And then I also got the Shield Brothers Strike exclusive armor and shoulder armor, which I'm pretty happy with because of the vibroblade over on this side, which has that matching orange color. So it just kind of works out well. This is the old guard shader that I'm using right now. I've just started switching over to Discipline. I previously was running, or when I first brought this character up, or back to life, I was running Defender at first because I hadn't even finished the Defender class. So I went with all intellect and strength, which works for me really well with Defender. But now I'm working on the Sunbreaker. You see, it's still got a lot of work to go because I'm still relatively new to this character. But for that, I want discipline. So I've started moving some stuff towards discipline and away from strength. I will keep 2 strength items on so that I'll be able to switch over to basically the same look as my Warlock with all intellect and discipline and 1 bar of strength. That's what I'll have set up. But I think a strength focus thing for the Defender is also a good idea. So I've just switched from this to this, just recently got that, and I was using the crest for a little while. May use it from time to time. I still need to get that the Striker class quest thing with the 3 7 orbs, supers in a single strike. This needs to be swapped out for sure. This is cool, mostly for the look. Again, who cares about that? Treads Upon Stars, I've gotten so many Treads Upon Stars. I went through a streak where I got nothing but Treads Upon Stars when it comes to legendary strike-specific gear. It's all that I got. So I got either 5 or 6 of them, at least 5 of them. This was the best one that I got, and I'm just using it here. This is my less good grasp, but I'll use that on this character. This I got recently, and I'm using it this week because Void Burn is on in the heroic strike list, so this works really great there. And of course, my fusion rifles. I'll have my fusion rifles. 1 more that needs a little work, but that'll be fixed with this week's Iron Banner. And I haven't done any work with this one yet. Truth is awesome, especially on a Void Burn day or Void Burn week. I've not done anything with this. I need to get this up so I can use it this week also. But my Arc Edge was working really well in the Arc Burn days. These need a lot of work, quite a lot of work. And I do have my Kingslayer shell from my Warlock. I moved it over here. I have a couple extras also, I think, and a bunch of consumed shells, a couple of Dread Explorers, but still working on that. And this character currently is running the Arc Runner, which needs to be swapped over. I was running the Arc Runner to kind of finish up the Arc Burn days just because. But I usually run the Soul Scout with this character just because of the color scheme. Horan, who cares? Who cares? That was my original jump ship from this character as well, so I've held on to that. I really like that dance emote, and you've already seen that. There you go, Old Guard. Now, for the last character on this account. This is interesting. The Hunter was my secondary character in year 1. My Hunter got up to level 29, and this is almost exactly how I left it when I stopped playing. The light level is just a little bit off, a little bit deceptive there because I did switch my weapons. So this is exactly how I left it. I had gotten tired of trying to get the best weapons for all 3 of my characters, including 3 Icebreakers, because Icebreaker was all the rage and just worked so incredibly well back in those days. I got tired of that, and I just brought myself down to 1 set of best weapons that I would switch between my characters. So every time I would go from one to another, I would just put everything into the vault and then pick it up from that other character. In order to do that, you can't carry nothing in these weapon slots. Once you have some weapon, you can no longer have no weapon at all. So I, at that time, just got a bunch of the basic level 10, was it Quartermaster? Not even Quartermaster. It's just the lowest level stuff that you could buy to put in every slot. So that's why the light level on this character looks so low. When I start playing this again, this is the highest level thing that I have that can be actually played or used by a level 29 character. So I will start with the Stranger's Rifle, and this is either my first or my second Stranger's Rifle from year 1 Vanilla Destiny. Still have that. I believe it was my first legendary item that I got, period, at all. So a little bit of nostalgia there, holding on to that, but this was good stuff. You see, I have been moving over some some hunter-specific stuff that I have gotten from my other characters. Got some bones at 335 from my Warlock, stuff from Sterling Treasure. Looking forward to trying Kepri's Sting. Really looking forward to just seeing how that feels at school. Got some of these as well. But yeah, this was actually good stuff back in the day. I believe this was fully upgraded. Look at that. Level 145 is how it is worked out by today's standards. Wow, my lucky Raspberry. I don't think I ever really took advantage of that much, but I was just really happy to have an exotic anything. Back then, it was not easy to get exotic stuff. I mean, Zur was in existence, you know, you could get stuff from him, but you couldn't get strange coins as easily as you can today. And Scarf, yes, makeshift Scarf, my original default Scarf from starting this character. Back then, these didn't matter. Class items didn't do anything, they were just vanity items. So I kept this one because it left my head exposed, which made for a different look compared to all the other hunters that were around. They were always running the full hoods. So I just ran this because why not? But I will definitely need to go beyond that. In addition, the Generalist Shell. Ghost shells used to be a vanity item also. So that will need to be fixed for sure. This is just a peer back into old days. Look at this. The Tumbler. Yes. Old school. And this was the GameStop exclusive pre-order bonus Sparrow, which was awesome. It was so cool. Once I start playing this game, I'm going to switch over to the Laurel Bearer. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for color scheme on this one. This one currently has the Blacksmith shader on, which was the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I'm not sure if it was just GameStop, but it was a pre-order bonus for I think pre-ordering that, and you would get it in Destiny. So you would get a code with Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and you could use it in Destiny. And I believe that Destiny came out first, if I remember correctly. The old default emote, I don't think I'm going to use the sprinkler. I don't like that one, but I'll definitely need to find something good to go with this character. This Pathfinder sign, that was the one for having an account on Bungie.net before 2013, I think, because I'm an old Halo player as well. Actually, not that old of a Halo player. I played, I think, Halo 2 on a friend's machine, but really started with Halo 3. I had a Halo 3 Special Edition Xbox 360 is how I got back into console gaming. And that's it. Oh yeah, these old discoverable chests, you know, random patrol chest-based ships, they were all poop brown colored. Why were they all poop brown colored? Who thought of that? Who came up with that idea? Why couldn't they just change it up? It was terrible. And yet I was so happy. I think the Fangs of Nyx was my very first one. Some people would probably say Nikes for some reason. I don't care. I think this was the very first one that I got, and I was super, 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 super proud of it. And then a friend of mine that I game with got it, and then I think it was his first also, and then he started using it. So I was like, you ruined that for me. So I had to switch to some other stuff, but eventually got a bunch of it. I think that I've collected all of them by now. But that's it. That is my character, and I did it. I did it in one single take. That's my account. Those are my 3 characters. That's what they look like, and I'm going to get back to work making some more videos for the JANG Bricks channel, and I'm going to get back to work working on some Iron Banner, because as you saw, Iron Banner, as of the time of the recording of this video, has turned on for this day, and I need to collect lots of stuff. This is the character... this is the character that has some stuff left over, a medallion, and some almost complete weekly bounties, because I had just gotten this character up to a reasonable level just at the end, just at the tail end of the last Iron Banner before the recording of this video, and I quickly came over and I was like, yes, let me get in there and try to get some Iron Banner stuff while I can. So I played this just on the last, I'd say 2 hours of the last Iron Banner, and with all the tempered mechanic in full swing on the last day. I was able to get a lot of stuff, and I got the level 3 reward package. But I'll be able to finish this stuff out now for this character. Let me actually go ahead and show you my vault while I'm here. Might as well. But yeah, I'll be able to finish up stuff for Iron Banner pretty quickly for this character, and then I'll switch over to my Warlock and get its level 3 and 5 reward packages. Just maximize the stuff that I can get, and you know, build up my reserves. You saw that I had a few things that still need to be infused up, especially on the heavy side. I didn't get quite enough secondary things. I think I need one more secondary thing to make myself happy and fully set with both of these main characters, but I need to stock up on infusion food for that hunter, because I'm going to start playing that pretty soon. But while I'm here, I'll go ahead and show you my vault. I'm not a major collector. I'm not a major hoarder, so I do actually go through and get rid of stuff on a pretty regular basis. Haven't collected all that many exotics. Haven't gotten them all, you know, all fully set up either. The things that I've liked the most here, of course, gotta have sleeper simulant. The things that I've liked the most that I'm looking at here, not really any of these. This one, I first got it, I liked a lot. It's slow firing, high impact, but I haven't used it since. I haven't really used machine guns recently. I have not used Red Death yet. I need to give that a shot. Suros is Suros. It's not as good as it used to be. Similarly, Hakon's Hatchet. Man, this thing was so cool until they moved us in the direction of high rate of fire. Because that focus fire just kills me now. And the time to kill is just not good. But I love the look of Hakon's Hatchet. It's just, or Hakon's Hatchet, however you want to pronounce it, I don't care. I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of this, even if it becomes absolute crap. I just want to keep it to be able to look at it. I also really like the look of the raid stuff, but I have started using some of it up just because it's not very useful. This is a really cool roll that I got just last week on Challenge of Elders. Outlaw and Mulligan. Explosive rounds, not really useful. High caliber rounds. Really cool. Might give that a shot at some point. That's Hawk Moon. And, yeah, this was super useful on Arcburn days. This one, also very good. Very useful sniper rifle. I love those LDRs, the high impact, slow rate of fire sniper rifles. This is something that I hope I will never get rid of. Skull of Dire Ahamkara. This was my first, I believe my first exotic item, or at least definitely my first exotic item that I used on my first character. And I ran this one in year one. I ran it regularly, even when I wasn't using a character, or I wasn't using the Voidwalker class. I still used this because it looked so cool to me, and I was so proud of it. And nobody ran it, or almost nobody ran it. I think I saw one, maybe two other people in the days that I was playing using this, so it helped me to look different. I like to be different and not follow the crowd. Otherwise, finally got that. I'm working on which one is it? I'm working on the New Monarchy one now. This is spare infusion food that will be used for my hunter for sure. Probably infusion food also. Most of these are infusion food. I got plenty of spares. That one's not. Might not end up keeping that, and that one is not, but it has a good roll on it that I might eventually use. Infusion food, infusion food, infusion food. This one, I was so mad about, because I got this right at the end. This was my level 5 reward package reward. I didn't even realize they gave out, because they weren't giving them out that week in regular, random rewards. But this is when all I needed on my Warlock was a 335 helmet, and they gave me a 334. I was so mad, so mad. Otherwise, nothing else really interesting per se here. And yeah, I got some spares of these, but I don't think any of them are 335. No, two 334s. Lots and lots of spare artifacts, and I don't really need to use the Court of Oryx anymore, ever again. 2 Jackalites from the original, 2 of the original Jackalites, still got those. I don't know if they'll ever do those again. I am afraid to use them. I will probably use one if they don't make new ones. I'll probably use one of these just for old time's sake this coming holiday season, the Halloween season. Okay, that's it. Still dancing, but I am done. Thank you for watching. Just wanted to share that look at kind of the inside of my world of Destiny. And I've got a lot more plans to do. I've got a lot more videos to do, so I'll be talking to you again soon.